Can you hear me? Okay. I am setting up the... Oh shit. I have to mute myself. I forgot. Oops. Wait. Window capture. Okay, here she is. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, here we go. Alright. Dear Grit, pick one. It must be very late for you. We are commentating Tamara's game. I'm glad you got the notification. Okay, we've got e4, e5, knight, f3. Tamara's already feeling confident and has left the board. Okay. Let me just also put in a notification on Discord. What just happened? Taylor's Gambit! Wait, I don't have the chat open. I should also turn off... I'm sorry, maybe I should turn off my alert box. Yes, I have Sugar. Sugar! Hello, Tamara's chat. Hello, everyone. Wait. I'm sorry, I think I... wait. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, no. I think I should be okay. Thank you so much, Taylor's Gambit for the 17 months, and thank you so much, Pick One, for the 47 months. It's 1:15 a.m. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. Well, you guys are here without the Discord notification. I'm impressed. I'm going to... If I do this, does anything happen? No. I'm going to put in stream notifications and say that we are live. Here we go. Okay, I almost got the... Wait, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, sugar. Oh no, it's fine. Wait, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, hello, Auntie Circe, how are you? Hello, Anton Circe. Sorry. Anton? Maybe I should just call you Anton. Welcome! First Tamara chatter. Oh, stream sounded great. Okay. So, oh yeah, what I was gonna say is I almost got the times wrong because I just got back from Paris last night. And I put in... Hello, Grubberino. I put in... I put my alarm on for 9 a.m. thinking, oh, I'll have 2 hours because I get extra time now, but I forgot it's the other way around. I get 1 less hour because Ireland is 1 hour behind. So yeah. Anyways, let's focus on the game. I'm really happy to be commentating. Tamara is playing just under 1800 person. Percy. Nice name. Always reminds me of Percy Jackson. Even though I never read them, but there was a guy in my primary school that was obsessed with them. And you chose the pullover to represent Ireland, of course. Of course! Of course, we're representing Ireland. Also, most of my clothes are in the wash because I just got back from a trip. So this was left at home. Okay, so Tamara is on 1.5 out of 3. Wait, let me just confirm exactly how many points she has, because I don't want to give you fake news. Yeah, she is on 1.5 out of 3. So yesterday she drew to a 1792, which is a good result. And then before that she beat a 1747. So she's doing really well, up 14 points. Yeah, overall, how was the game yesterday? Percy Weasley. Wait, why Percy Weasley? Is that is that from Harry Potter? It's looked like Tamara has been a hard time figuring out how to respond. Yeah, I mean the ghost of Tamara, because she is not even at the board currently. Maybe this night of 3 freaked her out, or maybe she just. Well, I guess she was. I think she was a little bit late to the game, so she is getting herself. She's getting herself ready. Governor Julio, thank you so much for the 9 months. Hello, TJ. Hello, Elfico. Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy that you guys made it. I'm just back from Paris, so I have been. That's why I have been not streaming these days. But hello, thank you so much, Governor. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the hype train. I'm so happy to be back streaming. More streams coming because my exams are coming up and I'm gonna need to stream, and I'm gonna be on study leave. So I'll have my plan is that I'm gonna do morning and evening studying. So all day studying, but I'm going to do one subject in the morning, one subject in the evening, and then mix in some chess and stuff, and we'll figure it out, because I actually have 1 month of study leave and I don't have any trips planned for it. Most people in work are going to different places. Like one of my friends is going to Spain for 2 weeks. Someone else is going to Japan. Someone else is going to Japan, and I'm staying here. I really, really, really want to do well in these exams, I've decided. And it will be a great opportunity to keep streaming as well. I've been having the itch to stream lately, but the hotel Wi-Fi is no good. Maybe you can get some hotspot thing. See if your internet provider or like your phone provider can give you some. Maybe you can use your phone for data. Hey Serpa, how are you? The red nails look great, thank you. I got them done in Paris. I actually did not really like the red at first. I thought it was too bright, but in some lighting I really do like the shade, and in other lighting I feel like they are a bit too bright. But actually in this lighting, sugar. Oh no, I freaked out my camera. Here, Tamara's back. Brilliant. Okay. I do have problems with my camera. I will just say that, so just ignore that. There we go. Oh, what is she telling the guy? Oh, she's such a cutie. Oh, sugar. I hope I'm not loud or something. Oh, she just put something behind something. I don't know what that was. Anyway, nice interaction. Okay, she's back. Let's see. What is she gonna play? Also, I'm really sorry. I do need to flip this board. Yeah. Okay. How are you doing, Sarpa? Okay, knight c6. Very surprising move. She's defending the pawn. So are we going to see an Italian or... Get your votes in right now. Are we going to see an Italian or Ruy Lopez? Oh, sugar? Okay, maybe the technical difficulties are not finished yet. I just want to get the perfect angle for her. I think this is good enough. Does she usually like the hole everyone to be in, or also does she usually like to have the board small and herself big, or you know? Okay, we've got Italian. Well, you never know. Maybe he still will play d4 and then we can go into some kind of a scotch too. Can you tell my boss to let me go home? I want to go sleep and cuddle with Geisha. Well, I would love to. Sarpa's boss. Please let her go home so she can cuddle and sleep and cuddle with Geisha. I think it has been such a long time that I got into a relationship after that, but now I am single again. Oh no, other than that I bought an apartment. Oh, well, I mean, I'd rather be single with an apartment than in a relationship without an apartment, so I think you're doing better than most of us. No, my camera is gone again. Damn. Oh, Tamara's fixing her camera too. She 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 felt like something was happening. Camera issues for hers are, she never has camera issues. All right, I wonder, did she prepare? Her spidey senses were tingling, yes. And if they play knight g5, I'll just die laughing. Oh no, don't die laughing. Okay, knight g5, what will black do? Chess with Nkima is great, but also broke my perk Indian defense games, makes it look so easy. Wait, you're not playing them anymore? Or what does that mean? Also broke. Oh, is it really warm in the hall? D3! Okay. Ambitious Percy is playing D3. Do you guys usually play that? I thought that D4 is a move there, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, is it a classic line? Okay. Never mind. Never mind. D3 is the main thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. D3 and then C3. You're right. Sorry, I'm confusing something. Yeah, we're playing the classic thingy. The ambitious Italian. Broke as in overthinking the moves, pawn pushes a bit to work on. Okay. Well, I think it's easy to overthink when it's an opening that allows your opponent to get a lot of space, and then you need to figure out the right time to push your pawn, so that's understandable. She knows the whole deal with knight g5. Not sure how often she played the two knights with d4. Okay, so she would have been okay with knight g5. I do not like playing against that stuff. I mean, I don't play e5, so I get to avoid it, but yeah, this should be very standard, I guess. So she has to decide if she's gonna play bishop c4 or d6 or bishop e7. Probably bishop c5. Last time I played knight g5, it didn't went well, even if I tripped my opponent in the end. Ooh, knight g5 is good, but you have to know all the lines. Yeah, that's always how it is with these e4 openings. How can anyone play Caro without screaming "Can Kirk style"? Who's Kirk? I think Sarpa redeemed first. Am I supposed to do something with that? Also, were you first? I think Anton was first. Oh, yeah. She knows the whole deal with. Oh, sorry, I already read that. I believe Kirk is a Star Trek reference as in Captain Kirk. Well, I did not watch. I did not watch Star Trek. What do we think? Will she play Bishop c5? Yes or no? I think yes. I think bishop c5 and... Oh, we've got d5! Even better. I really like this. Okay, beautiful move. Beautiful move. Um, I wish it... Well, I guess the angle is okay. I just think that maybe sometimes her head gets cut off. If I was black, I would play bishop c5 before knight f6 to avoid the f7 threats. we we are past that. We are past that. So white has to decide: do they take? Well, I guess there's no. Is there an option? Bishop here? Is that a thing? Probably white has to take. Who knows this line? I only brought it up because I've been watching low-rated videos and seeing a lot of fried liver, especially against knight f3. I think fried liver is actually a great opening under, I know, maybe under 1200, because the threats are really annoying. That's what always caught me out. I never felt comfortable playing e5. If I was black, I would play... Oh yeah. d5, on the other hand, a bit risky because they are ready to pressure e5 soon. She's a bit behind with castling. Yeah, that's true. So white will take, yep. And then she'll take back with the knight. Maybe white will castle and then she can play bishop c5 and everything is fine. And she has this beautiful knight in the center too. Takes, castle, rook e1 for white is likely. Yeah, probably castle, bishop out, rook e1, putting pressure here. And then we have to figure out how to defend. Maybe, no, we can't play bishop d6 because the knight will be hanging. Yeah. So how do we defend the pawn? Oh, f6 would not be nice. Do we play queen d6? Maybe we can... Oops, the bar does not like that. Oh. Well done! TJ knows his stuff. Okay, bishop here. And I guess then we actually... And after h3, do we take the knight? Or do we go back? Maybe we take the knight. Queen takes, but then this is going to be attacked. How do we... Do we just go back? Okay, and then we can castle. But this looks a little bit uncomfortable. Ah, why is she so happy? She's so cute. She's smiling away at us. Maybe she can hear me. No, I don't think she can hear me. Okay, this does look kind of difficult to play for black. Maybe we can actually go bishop here immediately. And after rook e1, we'll go for castling queenside. You miss classical chess. Well, this also doesn't look so good. I was trying to make it work so that I could play Grenke as well, but flights were gonna... Trains, I could have got a train from Paris, but they would have been a little bit too expensive, and I thought it was not... I wasn't prepared, and I was kind of nervous about it, and I didn't organize it. But next time I'm definitely playing Grenke. I played it one time, and I'll just say that if you play Grenke, it is... the Germany is the best place to play in to farm, because German players are usually underrated. Sorry, overrated. And you can win a lot of points. So when I was in Germany, it's in Karlsruhe, Taylor's Gambit in Germany. Is Tamara doing tournaments back to back? She is. Actually, most of the players there are just came back from Reykjavik. So a lot of them are also playing Grenke, which is the biggest tournament in the world. Also, freestyle chess is on at the same tournament, so now it's even bigger. And some players are also just playing freestyle. Okay, so he's castled. Which is what we were expecting. Oh no. Yeah, this always happens. Why did I refresh? I hate when this happens. Now this ugly move bar is there, so let me get rid of it. Never refresh your page. That is something that you should take away from this. Never refresh on chess.com because it messes up your overlay. Okay. I'll fix it. Chess Abroad is on your bucket list. Definitely Grenke should. Grenke and Reykjavik both like the best tournaments. No, the overlay is okay, is it? But this refreshing did kind of make things a bit uglier. It's okay, I think. Reykjavik would be a dream. You just need to get very lucky. Okay, so she's played knight b6. You just need to get really lucky with the weather because I think this year it was really, really windy and sometimes it's unbearable. But if you can get nice weather in Reykjavik, it is the most beautiful tournament ever. Sorry, another tournament is Sitges. Sitges is probably my favorite tournament because it's sunny during Christmas time and you're used to cold weather, and then you go out and then you can walk by the beach, and it's really mostly the weather is what makes it my favorite. What do you call it when you play Reykjavik and Grenke? Grenkavik. You should trademark that term, Grubberino. My boss lives there and tells visitors to be prepared for anything. The weather can become insane quickly. Yeah, that's true. You can be blown away and brightened away by the sunny sun also. And you might also get a chance to see the Northern Lights too. Okay, he's probably gonna play bishop b3. Already did, but Grenke, the company, sued me. I saw a girl. I didn't know Grenke was a company at first. I thought it was a chess tournament. So I thought it was a chess tournament, and I saw a girl on my way to work that was wearing a Grenke bag, and I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. And then I realized that actually it's a company, and still I thought that's actually interesting because I've never seen that before. So Grenke is probably in Dublin as well. What kind of a company are they? I guess he doesn't have to play his bishop, but probably he will because you don't want to lose this beautiful bishop. And after bishop b3, wait, after bishop b3, you've kind of solved your problems of after the queen takes attacking this. So this is probably theory. She knows her stuff. Oh, bishop b5 also wouldn't be bad. Yeah, you're right. Bishop b5 threatening to take this pawn. Okay, and that's what he played. Well done, Antan. I'm glad we have someone that knows their stuff. Okay, that's an annoying move. So probably bishop d6 to defend now. Grenke is apparently the UK's leading equipment leasing company. Interesting. Thrilling stuff. It kind of turns into a better Rui because the knight on b6 is not ideal. Oh. Okay, we're learning openings. So this is a better Rui Lopez for white. So if you play Italian and black plays this line. Sorry, if you play Rui Lopez, you can play Italian first and then try to get into this. I'm irritated by the fact not at least one black bishop is developed. Well, she'll develop it now. Bishop d6 defends the pawn. And then she can castle. Yeah, white is threatening to take and then take. Tamara's chat is talking chess and we're talking companies. Well, you know how it is in the darling world. Chess is secondary to whatever we are doing. Good job, TJ, getting us back on track. Ah, track! You must be using that word a lot these days. How is the train training going? Okay, bishop d6. I'm glad we're not having any technical difficulties because I heard that the DGT board sometimes didn't work. Nicely segued. Okay, so this looks straightforward. I don't think he's going to jump to take it just yet, but if he did, then that would ruin black's structure a lot. But then black would have, Tamara would have the bishop pair, so that would be fine. It's okay on a long weekend for Easter back up north on Tuesday. Very nice. Oh, he did take it! Okay, so he went for the pawn structure. Pawn structure. Ruining. There were a lot of German kids and American students in the hotel last week. German kids and American students. Why not German students and American kids, or German kids and American kids? Hello, Chess and Cherries. How are you? Why were they there? That pawn structure is very ugly, yeah. But yeah, it's really annoying because usually in the exchange Rui Lopez you still have your D pawn. So you can choose to take with the D pawn or the B pawn, and then you're still linking your pawn structure. But this way, your pawn structures are not linked. Sorry, your pawns or islands are not linked, which is really frustrating. Yeah, you do have the two bishops. They may even take on e5 because it's likely the pin on the king will regain the piece. Wait, let's have a look at that. So If he would take here, and we take the knight back, rook here, threatening to take the bishop. Maybe we have... Oh, maybe no, because then there's c4. Oh, after bishop takes, sorry. After bishop takes. Let me go back. So he took, and after this, then knight takes here. Is there a link? Yes, I will send it to you now. 1 second. Here you go. Hello, Cookie. Can he take on e5? Then rook here. That looks really uncomfortable. I mean, she definitely will win. It'll just be tough. The German kids were like 11 or 12 for some football tournament. The Americans were closer to 16, I think. They're for some sort of UK tour. They get a lot of them apparently. They fly into Dublin and then ferry over. Oh! I guess there's no airport close to you? Why is streamer not at this event? You're asking me why I'm not there? Good question. I should have been. There's no excuse. But I was in Paris and I didn't plan my days properly. I also didn't realize that I would have Monday off. But of course I have Monday off because it is Easter Monday. And I should have anticipated that. Next time, I will play it next time. But now, because I'm not playing, I'm here with you guys commentating on tomorrow's game, so if I was there, that wouldn't be possible. All turned out for the best. How was Paris? It was good. The weather was really not good though. But the food was really good. The pastries were good. Never play f6. Except when it's good. Well, that's the hard part, is figuring out when it's good. Where are you from? I am from Ireland. You're watching from the US. Where in the US, Rancid Virgo? Wait, what? I accidentally hit F instead of X on chess. I come to flip the word. X flips. F is different. Yes, F is the... Wait, does it work here? Oh, I have the board on... I guess it doesn't work when it's a smaller... When it's a smaller window, but it's inspired by by Magnus events. Can't play f6 if you played f5. Yes, Taylor's Gambit. Pawns do not move backwards. Thanks for reminding us. F for Magnus Carlsen. Thank you for answering. I literally downloaded Twitch to watch the Grenke Open. Oh, well, welcome. You came to the right place. We are supporting our lovely Tamara, who's on 1.5 out of 2. I think this is the first time she's playing Grenke. I'm not sure, but I think so. What's our move after knight e5? I am still figuring that out. Knight takes e5. Well, sorry, we probably will have to take the knight. Because then c6 is also attacked and we don't really want to give that for free. But what do we do after rook e1 is the problem. What do we do there? Oh, we both yawned at the same time! Oh my goodness, did you see that? That's crazy. Can she see me? That's wild. Don't you think that's wild what just happened? We just yawned at the same time. What? Oh, is Chess and Cherries the previous commentator? Shout out to Chess and Cherries. Do you stream as well? I assume you are streamer as well. Pretty wild happened to me yesterday when we both stretched. Crazy. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me shout you out on Tamara's channel, but it works on my channel. So everyone go check out Chess and Cherries, a new chess streamer. Synchronized yawning, maybe not the best cheating method, but if it works. Okay, next time we will yawn when we see something. When we see something good happening. Okay, what did he play? Oh no, sorry, that was... Wait, did he play something? No. That was someone else writing something. I wish the tournaments near me start at like 8 a.m. even though I'm a total night owl. What? Why would you want them to start at 8 a.m.? That is the worst thing. I would never ever play somewhere that starts at 8 a.m. That's wild. Did you see yesterday's game? I didn't see it. Crazy shenanigans in a good way? That's the reason I don't enter them. I doubt you can see or hear. You're almost certainly not the board you're analyzing on. You're just in sync. You mean she can't see these arrows? Oh. Oh, I wish they woke. Oh, right. Got it. Oh, I wish the tournament's near. Oh, I wish. And then there's punctuation. Got it. That makes sense. Oh, that's really annoying. So they do start at 8 a.m. Oh no. She was on fire. Ah, wonderful. She's always on. Oh my god, that's crazy. She just yawned again and I was about to yawn, but then I stopped because that's too crazy. 95 moves. Oh my goodness. How long was the game? Winning to holding a worse endgame to losing to drawing again. Okay. That sounds really exciting. No! My camera stopped. I don't know why my camera does this. It will turn back on. Okay, there we go. I need to figure out what the problem is with my poor little camera. Yeah, I think we've talked briefly about this. We'll get back into it in our next lesson. But yeah, I need to see if I can take like 2 half-point buys or something and just play the last round. I think you definitely should be able to do that. I guess it depends how many rounds there are, but in Ireland you can't take a half-point buy in the last 2 rounds. I think most places you can take a half-point buy in the last 2 rounds. So he's obviously calculating taking the e5 pawn. Have we come up with a solution? My lips have been so chapped since, or not since, but since I've been in Paris. But in Paris they got really chapped because the weather has been really bad there. Like really windy and cold. I went to the water lilies, to the Monet water lilies at l'Orangerie. And I waited 2 hours, 2 hours in the line to, because I didn't have a ticket because they were sold out. But I got in the end, and then I stayed for like maybe 30 minutes. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. My alerts sounds are still on. What was the opening of this game? Yes, it was Italian. Chess at 8 a.m. is like, I will take the center, then you hang checkmate. Oh, you're an Italian. Sorry. You're an Italian player? Well, it's not your typical Italian position because in the Italian you're not able to take on c6. Four hours 45 minutes yesterday. Ooh. I do have a movie booking at 6, so I'll need to leave the house around 5. So let's hope it doesn't go on. Well, it wouldn't go on 6 hours, I guess. Hopefully not. Is there extra time after 40 moves? I'm going to see the drama. Has anyone been does anyone know about it? It came out yesterday. With Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. I've really been looking forward to it. Wait, let me actually double check the time of the movie. Also, for the darlings, 17 is also playing. And 17 is on 3 out of 3. So if he wins today, he'll be on 4 out of 4. He's playing in the same section as Tamara. But he is not on a live board, I think. So we wouldn't be able to. Also, has anyone watched the Magic Faraway Tree? And the Super Mario Galaxy movie is out as well. I wasn't really looking. Oh, we have d4. Okay, apparently the d4 is not. So maybe knight takes actually was the best move. Let's just double check what we would have done after this. I'm gonna look at the engine. So after this and rook e1. Okay, we have to play queen e7. And then after king h. Why would the king move to h1? Oh, because if if you want to play f4, and if you play f4, then you can actually check and you get out of the pin. Okay, she took on d4. Sorry, let me refresh everything. Good morning, Chaotic Chess. How are you? You're up early. Hey, Frezzo. Good morning. Okay, so d4 was played, and she took the pawn, which is not good. What? She took it so quickly. Okay, what would have been good here? Probably castling might be good. Oh, maybe not. I know you give the pawn, but I thought the king is too weak. Oh, do you need to push? Okay, you need to push the pawn. No, Tamara, you should have done that! Pushing is so much better! Okay, pushing gets rid of all the problems because then you have f5 and you have a solid pawn structure. No! Well, what happens after rook here? Do you play f5? Okay, you actually play f5. And after bishop here, I guess you can just move your queen somewhere. No! E4 would have been good. Where are all the streamers? There are loads of streamers playing this tournament. Yes, any chance of a quick rewind? Let's rewind for everyone. Frezzo's redeemed I'm lurking. I haven't had the time to watch anything lately, Sag, but once I get time, I'll watch The Drowned. The Drowned. I have not heard. Oh, no extra time. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I have not heard of it. Let's go back and let's see. So let's have a look. E4, E5. So we've got an Italian. And knight f6, standard. And then he played d3, which I thought was not the best move, but it is the main move. She played d5, very ambitious. And this led to some annoying pawn structure situation. So white played bishop b5 because it was attacked, and now they are threatening to take the pawn this way or just take it immediately since there's a pin. So she defended the pawn with bishop d6. He still took the knight, and now we have d4. She took, and rook e1. Very strong move. Knight f6 is standard, but I thought bishop c5 was the usual theory. Oh. I guess maybe you're right. I thought that they're interchangeable, that you can play knight f6 and bishop c5. That the move order... Well, I guess you're right that maybe the move order does matter because bishop c5 stops d4. Let me look. Do I have opening book here? Can someone confirm? I guess TJ said that he usually plays bishop c5 first to avoid knight g5 ideas, maybe because then he'll play knight h6, or I'm not sure. Bishop c5 avoids the nonsense. I do see knight f6 more often though. I will say that knight f6 allowing knight g5 does happen more often. See you, Taylor's Gambit. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your Easter. It all looks a bit tricky to me. Yeah, the current position is very tricky. But wait. So she made a move. She's not at the board. What did she play? Wait. Oh, she went out of the... She left the board before he could play rook e1. She's playing so quickly. Why is she playing so quick? Oh, look, the guy is looking at the camera. Ah, look. Why is he looking at the camera like that? Did you see that? Look, he's looking again. I'm so paranoid that they can hear me. But they shouldn't be able. Because on Discord, I do have myself muted, but you never know when there can be technical difficulties. Streaming is tweaking. What? The guy gave a stern judgment of the position with one look. Yeah, he's not happy with it. This looks very tough. This looks tough. I guess she should block with the bishop. Sorry, not like that. Block with one of the bishops. But if bishop here, then this is very uncomfortable. I guess you can defend both. Ooh, maybe not. No, this would not. This would be a very, 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 very bad pawn structure. There goes castling. So are we gonna play king f6? Sorry, king f8. I'm getting more coordinates all over the place. I love doing knight moves with my bishop. I love when my camera doesn't work. Oh, there it is. Now he's wondering if he should play knight f6 or bishop c5. Oh, this looks so uncomfortable. I really hope. Wait, does she have to move her king? What if bishop here? Knight takes here, attacking this pawn. So we have to defend this pawn. Oh, this would look very bad. Maybe bishop here, and then we can open up this bishop like that. No, because then we give away this. Oh no, because then we can trade queens. Okay, so white needs to not allow a queen trade. I guess bishop g5, and then we have to play f. Ooh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, f6 probably allows this. Oh, this is actually. Oh yeah, this is winning because. Okay, sorry, I'm just brainstorming here. But anyway, what is the winning move after f6? Winning white to move and win. What would you play here with white? Hello, Anirudh. How are you? Queen h5. Queen h5 looks like it's not the best move. Oh, bishop takes. Sorry, you're right. Wait, let's say. Sorry, my bad. Oh, bishop takes and then queen h5. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So. Ooh, we have a juicy fork here. Yeah, this. Let's hope this does not happen. Maybe we shouldn't be putting on the board so that we don't manifest anything weird here. What will she do? How do we defend this? What was played after b takes c6? d4. And then here she just played a little bit too quickly. E4 is the best move here. But this is really dangerous. So this is the current position. And okay, it actually looks like bishop e6 is fine because after knight here, who wants to find the best move for black? The best move is actually bishop takes h2. And after king takes, queen d6 check, king g1, and then we castle queenside. And now, okay, I don't know if this is theory, but it's a computer line. And we give up. We give up the piece because we're going to get it back with c5, since there's a pin now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because after c3 defending, then we can just play c5. Yeah. Okay, so that is how she can play. So there's an opportunity for this. There's an opportunity for this. Bishop e6. Sorry. What am I doing? Rook e1. She's played it. Has she played it? No. She's not played it yet. Let me refresh the board. Okay, bishop e6 is the best line. And let's hope that she finds this. After knight takes, there's bishop takes h2. And craziness. She'll have to play out of her mind. I mean, she always does play out of her mind. Not a happy position, even with the engine sack. Sure. But I think if she finds it, then it will create a lot of... oh no, she played bishop e7. Which I think is still okay, but no sack. No sacrifice. Yeah, happier. That's true. Queenside castling is a very tough thing to do. I don't know if this is theory. The first novelty was d4, which gives black... oh, right, okay. So d4... oh, no! It gives her an advantage. That's so annoying. That... damn. It's always those moves that you play quickly and are the ones that you... when you make a miss. I would have just played c5 immediately. No, after some thinking, you would have definitely castled and created the pin. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Hello, Psyduck. How are you? She probably wants bishop b7. Yeah, we just have to be careful because this, if we play bishop b7, then we give away the f5 square. That looks like the kind of YOLO line I might try and then throw away the game after. Look, it's getting to a winning position is the first hurdle, and then maintaining that or converting it is the second. But at least you have gone through the first step. Also, I a video came up on my feed yesterday saying you only die once, but you live every day. So YOLO is inaccurate. So the new thing is YODO, you only die once. Which maybe is a better way of looking at things, because you live every day, so make the most out of every day. Then another video came up shortly after where it was a video of a girl, I think it was at some waterfalls. What are the big waterfalls in Canada? And she was posing, so it was a very risky thing, and the quote on the caption on the video was life is short, make it shorter. So 2 videos that came up on my feed with completely different messages that both sound encouraging to your life. But the saying says that cowards die 1,000 deaths, the brave die but once. Oh, interesting. Well, wouldn't you rather die 1,000 times? Because that means you have so many lives. Is that... Or do you have to go through pain that many times? Or if you mess up, you won't be alive to hear criticism anyway. Um yeah, that's also true. Hello Selector Zen, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I mean, pick your battles, we all die eventually. Maybe there will be a cure. Would if there was a cure for or a cure for dying, if there was um an opportunity for you to live forever, would you take it? Tamara's so confused at her chat. She's like, "What the heck are you guys talking about? Shut up about this talk and focus on my game." Cut that out. Thank you for giving me a shout out, Selectors, and I assume that was you. So far, I'm immortal. Um, good point, Chaotic Chess. So this is a stressful situation for her. She's probably realizing that after Knight takes here, there's a little bit of trouble, but she can get out of it. So after Knight takes here, what should she play? Um, mm, 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 mm. Queen d5 I don't like so much because of Knight here. Bishop here is very passive looking. Maybe Queen d6? Okay, Queen d6 defends the pawn. So Queen d6 is fine. It's not a hard move to find. I think she'll play Queen d6. It's more if the other moves are tempting, but Bishop b7 is definitely not the move that you want to play because you'll give away the f5 square. If I live forever by not aging, then yes. Otherwise, no. Well, yes, you do not want the old age complications. But I think I would not like to see everyone around me die, so I will take the normal route. She lost a pawn, not ideal. Wait, how did she lose a pawn? What's the line where you lose a pawn? You can you not just defend it? Don't worry, you'll forget them after roughly 200 years. Yeah, but then you continue to see other people around you. Everyone, you can never get close to anyone because it will keep happening. Well, look, Queen d6. She's defending her pawn, she's developing the queen. There's a Doctor Who story arc a few years ago about that. I never got into Doctor Who. And mostly that was because she played Bishop d7. Okay, not that bad. It's a little bit less active, but at least it's also developing a piece. Why isn't shared chat on? Shared chat is a bit more complicated because you need the other person's login details for Twitch, and it's shared for me because I'm on Restream, but yeah, not here. You need to get the other person. I would need her Twitch login details, which is not something that us streamers give out very easily. So we're restreaming. Bishop d7 probably allows queen e2 with no issues, and she can't castle quickly. Queen e2. Oh yeah, and then you can't castle. Queen e2, maybe knight here. At this tournament, how bad is a +1 disadvantage? So they're playing in the Open B, which is under. Just correct me, please, because I am not 100% sure, but it is under 2000, I think. Open A is over 1950. But it depends when you have a +1 disadvantage. In the opening, I think it's worse than any other part of the game. Because if your opponent keeps building up on that, it can get much worse. But she got out of something messy yesterday. Black looks cramped, but white also lacking development. That's true. Then c4, yeah. So if queen e2, stopping black from castling, if we defend our bishop like this, then c4 is really annoying, and we have nowhere to go with this knight. Well, we can go back to f6, but it's an uncomfortable position. So, what do we do after queen e2? It's all relative, but usually being -1 when material is even is worse than being -1 when you are down a pawn. Interesting way to look at it. Yeah, I guess it really depends on your position, because it's true if you're -1 when you're not down material, it means that they have a lot of compensation, but you also have to play more accurately because you don't have the material to fall back on. Knight c8 is an option. Oh no! Knight c8 is such an ugly move. Maybe it is the only move? No. Okay, there's something better. What is it? c5. Okay, counterattack. That does make sense. And this knight has nowhere nice to go, has to go back somewhere here. So let's say the knight goes back. Oh, and then we can play bishop here. Okay, and then we've stopped all of the annoyingness on the e-file, and then we can castle. Okay, that's the way to go. c5 she has to find after queen e2. Wait, did he make a move? Yeah, he did. What did he play? Yeah, he did play queen e2. Yes, she found it! Well done! She played c5! Excellent! She's done it! Well done, Tamara. Beautiful play. Okay, c5, the knight will have to move, and then she'll play bishop e6, and then she can castle. Excellent. Even my camera is shocked with that. Cooking. She is cooking. Knight c8 is the reason I don't want to live forever. Chess etiquette question. If you have mate in 2 or mate in 1, are you supposed to let your opponent play it, or should you resign? I don't believe in all that stuff. I think you should do whatever you want to do. I'll be happy either way if I win. You can resign, you can keep playing. If you've played up until mate in 1, I think it doesn't make a difference. Or mate in 2. And sometimes if it's a nice tactic, then maybe you want your opponent to have it. Sometimes they don't want your opponent to have it. Either way, I think if you're the one winning, you don't. I know some people kind of care about it, but I think it's all nonsense. Doesn't matter. Just don't forget to smash the board after. Yeah. I think that is bad etiquette. Etiquette is if you make the person kind of feel bad for winning, or like, I don't know, get and not visibly angry, but maybe sometimes it actually makes me feel good too. Don't sit there for 30 minutes pretending it isn't there. Okay, that is very frustrating, yeah. Waiting is frustrating. But still, if a win is a win and at the end of the day, you get your point, and it's up to them to do what they want with their time. I was quite annoyed once when I was about to play a smothered mate. Only time I've had it, and my opponent resigned and said, "I see what you're going to do," and played it out on the board. No! That's annoying. Especially when you want to, to play it out. That's really annoying. But at least you know that you saw it, and you can, if you're showing the game to someone, you can pretend that you did it. Because it doesn't matter. It matters so much. Okay, knight b3. Knight b3 is actually also threatening this pawn now. So we can play bishop e6 to defend it, because then we're breaking the pin by creating a different pin. Can you refuse the resignation? When you're showing the game to others, you can just say that it went the other way. Okay, bishop e6, brilliant. I hope she's doing okay. She looks like she's in pain. Beautiful move. I hope, fix? Wait, fix what? Oh, will they ever fix draws? Okay, I thought something was up with the stream. Will they ever fix draws on chess.com? Oh. Do you mean when you win, when you offer draws? When you can offer draws during your opponent's move. Can you not do that on Lichess? She did look uncomfortable. I hope she's all good. But isn't that what when you are supposed to offer an opponent's turn? Usually you offer. Actually, you can offer at any point. Usually you make a move and then you offer. Really? Are you sure about that? I think I've never offered on my turn. Oh, yeah, you move, offer, and then hit the clock. Yeah, that's what I do as well. But you never, I mean, people have left their clock running, but then you just think about it and then their clock keeps running. So it doesn't make any sense to offer on your turn, because they can just think about it. I mean, some people are nice and they'll be like, no, straight away. But what stops me from thinking about it loads? So I guess you move, offer, and then press the clock. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Or move, press the clock, and offer. But I don't think that Um, these are very enforceable. Like if you do offer on your turn, I don't think that that's a problem. If anything, it just puts you in a worse situation. Funny story, in my first World Championship, I was playing against a girl from Portugal and I kept offering her draws. So I offered one, she declined. I offered another one, she declined. I offered again, she declined. And then she called the arbiter on me. And the arbiter was like, "You can only offer 3 draws." And I was like, "No!" Because I was 10 and, I thought I could peer pressure her into accepting a draw. Since we don't press the clock on chess.com, it is technically opponent's turn. As long as you move first, the clock is fine either way. Yeah. I mean, usually if you haven't made a move, your opponent will say anyway, move. Um, did you eventually draw? No, I lost the game. That's why I was offering draws. Because I had a worse position. Sneaky 10-year-old. Or not so sneaky 10-year-old. Annoying your opponent is a bad thing, and repeatedly offered draws is usually one of the examples they give. Look, I haven't done that since. I also very, very rarely offer draws in general now. But yeah. Would have been extra toxic if you found a repetition. Well, that would have been less toxic because then I don't have to offer it anymore. It's just a draw. It would have been toxic if I ended up winning. As long as you move for oh sorry, I already had that. That would have been extra lucky. True. True, true, true. Okay, she's back. I hope she's not having a flare up. She's this position is actually not looking so bad because now she is gonna castle and everything's gonna be fine. This pawn structure is what she's gonna struggle with for the rest of the game, but maybe she can trade some pawns and use the open files for the rooks. Draw offers. I usually offer my opponents the opportunity to resign. Like, are you sure you don't want to resign here? I think I've never done that, but maybe I will try that out. Okay, this pawn is under pressure, so we can either push or defend this way as well, or this way. That's even more toxic than a draw offer. Depends on the position. Maybe you're helping them get out of their misery. Computer actually likes castling as much as knight d7. Okay, so if we castle and then knight takes here, now what do we do? Okay, now we play bishop f5. Bishop f5, threatening to take this pawn. But then if they defend the pawn... This is much better for... Well, not much better, but this looks like it's... Oh, okay, then we play rook e8. And we're threatening to win this for free because now we've created a pin. But then after the knight moves, we can still create some pressure. Okay, castling is also good. You just have to be brave. You've got to see all of these things. Wasn't that pawn defended by the queen? Oh, wait. Which pawn? Wait. So if bishop here... Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. It is defended by the queen. Yeah, sorry. Why did I think you're attacking this pawn? Sorry, you're actually just moving your bishop away from this. I don't know why I thought that. It is defended by the queen. So maybe just knight here. And then rook e8. And now we're threatening the knight. And same thing, we'll just play bishop here. Thank you for calling me out, TJ. The mental of all 3K chess players in this tourney were protected by Diana not knowing how public holidays work. So you're saying that me not going there is I'm saving all of the players there because I didn't go there because I didn't know I would get a holiday. No, you weren't missing anything. My chess has been... Oh no, camera gone again. Are you sure you don't want to resign here? Knight a4. Yeah, I actually do like knight a4 to also attack on b2. I think there are a lot of options. Knight d7, knight a4, they all look good to me. Shaking my head, she missed the mate in 80 moves. Well, 80 moves hasn't happened yet. So maybe it's still gonna be there. What? Oh yeah. Never mind. I was gonna say that I'm still waiting to be selected for the Olympiad. Once that happens, I will be needing to lock in because I cannot play badly there. But I lost another 10 points this month, so my rating is going down the drain. Oh, A file is slightly cut off. Oh, I know. That's because of how... Wait, let me just change. It's because, yeah, it's how I... Wait! Did I fix it? Maybe I actually can do this. I just don't like that there's this big analysis thing at the bottom. After I refreshed, it just ruined the whole... Because now this is going to be cut off. Wait. Maybe... Okay, she's moved. Queen d5. Oh, wait. Queen d5. Why is that a problem? Queen d5, yeah, inviting knight c3. Hmm. I guess she'll just lose the tempo, yeah. Queen d6 would have been a little bit better. I think she's really not feeling well because she's playing very quickly and then leaving the board often. Yeah, knight c3 automatic move. It's okay. She can go back to d6. What was in the hotel breakfast? Queen c4. Oh, she's offering a queen trade. Okay, so this was intentional. This was intentional so that she can play queen c4. No, actually, it's not so bad. Well, actually, the problem is that now you can't. Wait. Sorry. I'm speaking before I'm thinking. So after they trade, knight takes here, and maybe she's thinking that she'll take the b2 pawn, but then this bishop is going to be hanging, and this pawn structure is not looking very nice. Oh, rook. Yeah, she can't go back to d6 because of rook. Oh, ad1. Yeah, this is not looking good. So white has to decide if they're gonna go for this trade or avoid a trade. At least the knight is defending the rook. Well, if you avoid the trade, then you can just castle. Hello, go cool. How are you? Hmm. Woody is the only player on Earth who doesn't trade here. Maybe could be true. Scandinavian players breaking principles all the time according to LOL Cookie. Oh, I think she is a. Well, I just read that she's currently in a flare up, so I think she um I guess she doesn't mind me sharing because I know that she shares it all the time, but um she has an autoimmune illness which affects her bowels, and I don't want to say anything bad, so I don't want to speak about it, but I think that she is probably in a lot of pain. Or that's what it looks like. And it's not fun to play chess when you're in pain. um, so no wonder she's playing quickly and going to the bathroom every so often. So many streamers playing Grenke, but all are in the classical, which is a bit underwhelming. And I got sick at Reykjavik as well. Damn. Yeah, it's tough. Hannah missed first round of Grenke because she was sick. There is Sarah Chest, the French streamer. She is actually playing in freestyle, so there are some streamers playing in freestyle, but I guess her games are not being commentated. But she is, I think she's recording them. Oh, she had issues with traveling. Okay. Hannah and Alex both know commentary. Yeah, a lot of streamers were struggling to find people. It's tough out here when it's tough when everyone is playing the same tournament and everyone who's commentating usually everyone who would be commentating is also playing. So you run out of people. When it comes to underwhelming because when it comes to Grenke, the Freestyle Open is the main attraction. Not well, the main attraction is the one that most people play in. Is it not the Open? Is it not the Classical? Okay, he's thinking hard about this, but you should just trade queens and then go for this. Maybe not? Maybe not. Oh, you should take with the bishop. Why is taking with the bishop better? If you take with the bishop... okay, maybe here you're threatening to take this. Okay, and then you'll threaten this pawn as well. So... the freestyle is what gets coverage. True, but most people care about playing, yeah. I think because freestyle wasn't around before, and Grenke was still one of the biggest tournaments before freestyle, so I still think the classical is the main attraction. So do you think he's gonna trade queens? Even if you do take with the knight on c5, I think it's still good. For white. Well, I guess actually black has ruined white's pawn structure on the queen side too, but the c6 pawn is the target now, so maybe it's actually not that bad. And if bishop takes, well, if bishop takes, it does get a bit more annoying because of this, but maybe that's not the biggest problem. Oh, okay, he did trade. Find a really annoying move for white here. Who can find? I really hate the name freestyle. Yeah. It's as if everyone has forgotten Fisher Random. But I guess all of them have just different rules. Anyway, give me a good move for white in this position. This is just a clean pawn up. Well, but it's not gonna be a pawn up. Oh, you mean eventually the e6 pawn will drop? Freestyle has only 958, not 960. Okay, fine. Then, well, yeah, that's why you can call it Fisher Random. And not 960. So tell me what's the best move for white here? Maybe we don't want to really mention Fisher. He's not a good person, but I prefer calling it 960. Okay, fair enough. I guess. But isn't he the one who kind of came up with it? I guess. Okay, he did take with the bishop. So we do have this position. Freestyle is shorter, it's fine. Yeah, they're all fine. It's just annoying when new companies come in and then they change the names of things that were. Oh, wait. What? Why didn't it? Oh, wait, he didn't take the queen. He actually took on c5 first. Oh. And then she took the queen. No, which is not a good move. Wait. Wait. So he took on c5 first. Maybe she should have taken. What should she have done? Taken back on c5? And if the. Oh, there's an intermediate move. If the queen takes here, then you can take on f2 first. And then take the queen. So we have a nice intermezzo there. We take with the bishop first. And then if the knight takes here, then you just take the knight. And then you're a piece up! No! No! We've got a nice bishop takes f2. We are still using Fisher clock, i.e. the increment, so even Fisher random should not be that controversial. Pretty sure that people that invented chess were also bad people by today's standards. Guess time to stop playing this game. I mean, yeah, we'll never get rid of bad people, but I guess maybe it's true we can minimize honoring them in some way, but yeah, I think it took me a while to even get used to 960 because I always did say Fisher random and I didn't really like 960 so much. And then I got used to that, and then freestyle came in and I was like, oh, another thing. And then let's not forget that Danya did not have a great experience with freestyle as well, so it's nice to not perpetuate Sorry. Encourage this. Well, I'll just stop talking because I'm taking a hole for myself. So, um, blacklisting myself. Deanna hates opening theory at 960. Yes. Deanna does hate opening theory, and I don't hate 960. I'm just bad at it. So, um, I think I don't mind it. I just don't enjoy playing it. But hate is a strong word. But theory, I do hate theory. Yes. I would have found this intermezzo as someone who is terminal for finding them. Terminal for finding them. Enjoyed the art, not the artist. Yeah, exactly, Anton. I agreed that it was to have a name that would distinct on internet searches and point to them. Yeah. No, that's really annoying. Bishop takes. Yeah, she should have taken and then find the intermezzo. So this is what is the current position right now. Emma! Hello, Emma. How are you doing? Good to see you. When is your next stream? Hello, hello. Shout out to Emma Showtime, who is having the best time over in Spain. In sunny, sunny Spain. Actually, it looks like the weather is kind of sunny here too. Meanwhile, Hans is playing the free cell open while making controversial and rage bait tweets. What has he been saying? I would have found this. Oh, sorry, already. I don't know. We should play a tournament. Do you want to go to Grenke next year? I would like to go to Grenke. Okay, so what did he do? He took back with the rook. And now we have a very uncomfortable position. Because there are a lot of pins here. We should play and stream 24/7. You mean 24/7? Okay. Now maybe doubling up the rooks, and it's so frustrating because we can't even castle. But we can castle this side. $247 is much less than 960 or 958. We should stream 960. We would get banned. No, I think if I know that I'm being filmed, I will control myself and I will not get banned. Although I've gotten banned also being on stream too. But I actually do wonder if people in reality TV shows that are streamed all the time forget that they're, or don't forget, but I guess integrate into the streaming and energy or environment. Haven't we all been banned? Hello, Obi! How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Practice safe chess and castle your king. The lesson of today. Yes. The lesson of today is it's too early to tell. What time is it for you? It's also too early to tell for me too. So, white to move. What is the problem? Rook here looks very annoying. Um, Guys, we have the bishop pair. We do have the bishop pair. That is true. Almost 5 a.m. Oh no. So that means it's not even 5 a.m. yet. Yeah, that is early. It is 10:56 a.m. and I feel like it's way too early for me. So I don't know how you must be feeling. And why would you be awake so early on a Saturday? That is questionable behavior. I think also knight here is very annoying too. Knight d4, threatening to take here, but it looks like it's not that bad. Oh, then we can actually take and then we can castle. Yeah, that's it. That solves all of our problems. That's the nice thing about having the bishop pair and your opponent not having the bishop pair, is that when you trade a knight, you don't lose, well, you lose the bishop pair, but your opponent also has already lost the bishop pair, so you're on equal grounds again. So that's a good strategy is when you, or not, okay, good strategy is the wrong way to say it, but that, why is this guy laughing every time he looks at the camera and laughs? Like, do we see if he's looking? um when you're up in material, you always have the opportunity to give back the material to get a better position if you don't already have one. So that's the same idea with the bishop pair stuff. It's 2 a.m. for Cookie. What? Where are you? Where in the world are you, Cookie? I've actually been lurking from the beginning since just after 3 a.m. No! You haven't slept at all. Damn. That. I went to bed around 1 a.m. And do you know what? Actually, I got woken. I actually put my alarm on for 9, which is 10 in Germany, because I got the times mixed up. So someone knocked on my door. I didn't open it. I imagine it was a parcel or something. But someone knocked on my door and then that woke me up. And then I looked at the time and I was like, oh, I still have an hour. And then I realized, oh, wait, Germany is 1 hour ahead. Because I'm not in Paris anymore. So the universe just works for you all the time. Trust that it always works for you. Maybe we can flag him. He has only 33 minutes. He's 20 minutes down on the clock. What is the best move for white? Tell me. OT, I had to speak up when I saw Jizzix because I don't think even Tamara realizes she has followers older than Elastric and Voodoo. Jizzix, wait, I didn't see Jizzix. Did I miss saying Oh, there he is, Jizzix. 3 years, 3 months, 23 days. Oh, hello. Sorry, I missed your message. Welcome. You've been here a long time. Only 33 minutes to convert +2 or whatever this is. Well, it is. I guess it is plus 2.45. Knight b5 was played. Let me just refresh. Look, with every inaccuracy, you just gain a little bit more. You get a little bit more back. Oh, look at that. That wasn't a good move. And now, are we back to equal? Look, yeah, that was a terrible move. We can just castle. We can just, wait, can we just castle? Is that the thing? Okay, this is also hanging. Look at that. Darling. Sorry, not darlings. Tamaralings and darlings. Winter soldiers. This is crazy. Look at that! We can just castle and we get out of all the horribleness. And if the knight takes here, it's fine because the knight will just go back, but we can take back here, I guess. We can win the pawn back. Maybe we can also, we don't have to win the pawn back. Oh wait, maybe we have this. King c6. No, this is already defended, so. Okay, we can give the a pawn, but it's fine because we get the open file. And then what should we play? Bishop c4. Oh, we have a double attack! Damn! This is so good! Let's go! Castle, castle, castle. Castle, castle, castle. Oh my goodness! Knight b5 is a blunder! Let's go! Okay, we are all going to write castle in the chat so that she finds it, please. Let's go. Let's manifest this together, please. Tamara, you got a castle. Castle, castle, castle. She's thinking about it. Not super obvious. I guess you just get rid of all of the threats because you have to protect against this. If you're going to move your rook to c8, you lose this pawn anyway. There's also this annoying pin that you have to deal with. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I think she'll find it. She's thinking about it. She just has to have the have the confidence. Also, everything else doesn't work. Well, I guess knight here does work, but it's so temporary because c4 will kick the knight. Then you have to move the knight. There's a lot to calculate, and this comes with check, and you just avoid all of this. Let's go! How do you know? Because it's a very natural move. You think you want to castle. Oh my goodness! This turned from a terrible position to now. Okay. Let's go. What should he have done? He actually could have done anything. Well, not anything, but I think knight here would have been good enough. Yeah, this would have been... Okay, this would have been plus 1.6. Even if you do trade bishops. But the best move is actually... Okay, that's clever. Bishop d4 is the best move so that you can get knight d4 in. And you can trade bishop for bishop, and that won't give black the chance to trade the bishop for the knight. So, because you want to keep pressure here and put another thing there, you're also threatening to ruin the pawn structure. So, yeah, bishop d4 is the best move by a mile, and it's good because you want to get your knight to d4, but you don't want to give black the opportunity to take the knight. Wow, knight b5! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, it's good that she's thinking. I'm glad she's not rushing this move. She just has to be okay with giving up the a pawn. She's gotta be okay with giving up the a pawn. I really hope she finds it. Well, sorry, more like I really hope she has the confidence to play it. Well, we actually don't have any other moves though, because how else are we going to protect this pawn? you can't bring the king around here because now you just let white get another rook to an open file. No! Tamara, no! 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 Oh, maybe this is actually not so good. So what's the best move for white? Wait, it's not that obvious. What's the best move for white? We didn't manifest hard enough. Well, if it's not that easy for, it's not straightforward. If we can't find it, what's the best move here? I think the problem is that I'm not, actually not 100% sure what the problem is. That white has more activity? What's the best move? Let's see if we can find it without the engine. We're cosplaying her opponent. Hey, Sam Castles, how are you? What have you missed? Well, have you missed a lot? Have you missed a lot? Well, I guess you've missed most of the game. But you're here at a perfect time, almost. We were hoping that she would castle here, because that just equalizes, but King D7 is bad for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Opening seemed pretty standard. Opening didn't go so well because she ended up getting a bad pawn structure, but then it went wrong. It went wrong when she took the pawn on d4 instead of pushing. So she did have an opportunity to get a nice position out of the opening, but then her king got really weak. But what should white play here? Rook d1 now. Apparently that's not the best move. Rook d1. The eval doesn't think that's that strong. Oh, knight. Oh no. No, now this is attacked. So I guess there's something else, but I don't know what. Maybe the other knight to d4? No. What is it? Come on, we gotta find it. Or if we don't find it, then it just shows how difficult it is. It likes rook d2. Oh, okay, so not the other rook, but rook d2. Wait. Okay, so maybe after some time it prefers rook d2. Okay, the move is still bishop d4, which is the same move as earlier. Bishop d4, wanting to bring the knight to d4. Or just wanting to ruin the pawn structure. Bring the other knight to d4. Oh, you don't bring the other knight. Okay. Oh, okay. You've got some threats here. So the king on d7 is in prime location for these checks. But if he didn't find bishop d4 earlier, it's unlikely he'll find it now. So I think now bishop d4 is harder to find. Camera! It'll come back. Okay, thank you. Okay, he played rook d1. Brilliant. That's just what we wanted to see. This is not so bad. King d7 is not so bad because rook d1, it encourages rook d1, which is also not that good. Yeah, I think she's struggling a little bit here. Not position-wise. Okay, she went back to c8. I think king c6 is a little bit out there. And she's right. She's right about not going crazy with her king. So, king c8. Now, I guess this is the reason why casting was so much better, is because the rook would just be active. So, our king is in the same spot, but our rook would be active, and even though we're holding on to the a7 pawn, it's not worth it having this rook trapped over here. So sometimes you shouldn't hold on to material. Well, actually, the real thing is that after the knight would have taken on a7 after we castled, is that we have a double attack. So after knight here, if we castle here, we attack the knight, and then when the knight goes back, we have bishop c4. So we would actually get some material back. And that's why castling works. Anyway, king c8, and yeah, you're right, Goku. I think the bishop pair. I'm getting distracted by the people next to her. That is a tasty fork. But anyway, king here, king c8, and now it's actually not still not one plus one. We saved 1.5 almost. Oh no. I hope she has some painkillers or something. But she can hold this. Um maybe maybe the next round she can take a bye and rest, because it doesn't look like, well, it's definitely not comfortable to be playing in so much pain. He is very down on the clock. She's been doing great playing like this through all the shitness. She's been holding on wonderfully. Let's hope he goes down loads on the clock even more, and she can take some time to rest outside of the board. Okay, what is White gonna do? Maybe he will play knight d4. Bishop d4 doesn't come with as much strength anymore because there are no check threats and stuff like that. Any by maternity? I think probably that would be a good idea. Okay, she's back. How many moves did the opponent in the last game play with under a minute on the clock? Oh no. Well, you can play a lot, but it takes away from the accuracy of the moves. He did play bishop d4. Wait! Wait! It's a blunder! Why is it a blunder? Why is it a blunder? Wait, we have a fork! We have a fork! Tamara might win! Wait! Oh my goodness, bishop d4 was the best move 2 moves in a row, and now it's the worst move! Bishop d4 is a blunder. Double attack! Double attack, Tamara! Oh my goodness! She's gonna win a piece! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my goodness, this would be so good. She'll get the win and she can go home and rest. Pick one. Thank you so much for the 100 cheers. I'm sorry, I don't have alerts on. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's go. Bishop c4. Come on. Double attack. She'll find it, please. She can find it. Let's go. Fork, profit, go home, rest. Yes, exactly. Everyone focus. Bishop c4. Send her a mental message. Let's do it. Bishop c4. Bishop c4. It's not impossible. She can find it. Oh, the alert came in. Thank you. Bishop c4. Someone print bishop c4 on a t-shirt. No, she has to see it. She has to see it. She has to see it. Because if the bishop takes, we take back, and then we don't have... sorry. Bishop c4. If the bishop takes, we take back, and we don't have any more threats. But if we take the bishop first, then he will get a chance to defend the knight. So bishop c4 is just attacking 2 pieces. Yes! She found it! Let's go! Let's go! She did it! She did it! She did it! She found it! Bishop c4 is on the board! Let's go! Let's go, Tamara! That's so good! See? Look what happens. She was minus 2.45 and now she's gonna win a whole piece! That's excellent! Let's go! Bishop c4 is on the board! That's so wonderful. I'm so happy to see this. Let's go, let's go! And he's down on the clock. He's only 23 minutes. She's gonna win! Wonderful. No mercy for Percy. Yes. Let's go. Can you like really zoom in on the c4 square? Try a big yawn. Yay! I'm so happy. Let's go! Scammed, but we take these. No, this is all planned. See, this is what happens when you don't... do you know that saying my dad always said in Romanian? Wait, I'll say it in Romanian first. Pe cine nu lași să moară, nu te lasă să trăiești. Which means, if you don't let them die... Sorry, if you don't kill them, or you don't let them die... I guess it's you don't let them die, but it's supposed to be if you don't kill them, they won't let you live. So he didn't take the opportunity to just to get a winning position, and then she's going to keep clawing away and trying to get back at him, and he'll lose everything. So let's go. Bishop c4. Yay! This is so good. Now this is definitely straightforward enough. It's not as sorry. So kill or be killed. Oh yeah, exactly. Kill or be killed. Yeah, that actually makes it up. That's a lot simpler. Pick one. Yes. R.I.P. Bros cortisol. um, this is an even more straightforward advantage than what he had, even though it's actually less, minus 2.10 than earlier, but it is gonna be a full piece. Wonderful! Now this is gonna be an enjoyable rest of the yeah, imagine making the best move one move later and now you lose a piece. That's crazy. That's why chess is actually insane. Two moves in a row was the best move on the board, would have given you 2.5 advantage, and actually the third time gives you um the exact opposite disadvantage. And he's very down on the clock. 20 minutes. Hello, Laws, also. 5 stream streak. Great to see you. Yay! I hope that this. Okay, he's moved his knight back. Doesn't really help him very much. She can win the exchange. Take the exchange. Let's go! Let's go! Then we can trade everything. Everyone's stressing over the eval being against her early just goes to prove at this elo it's actually not that important. True! That's true. And this is still like he's 1787, 1800 rated. Why did he not save the rook? Because a piece is worth more. Because this way he gets an exchange back, so he gets a bishop for a rook, but if he saved his rook, then he would lose the knight, which is worth more. So, wait, what froze? Okay, rook d8. Now she can play without any stress, but she still needs to be a little bit accurate. Oh, this is a beautiful move. She's pinning the bishop, and now she's Is she threatening? No, she's not threatening c5 because the knight takes. My Twitch chat froze back when I was asking how big of a deal the. Oh, was that her level? It depends on the +1, but yeah, you're right. Actually, it's always sorry. I earlier I was saying that 1787 is not even that low of a rating, so he shouldn't be missing that fork. To be honest, I don't think. This is what I mean about going to Germany to play in these tournaments because people are overrated. You never know. You might get paired against someone who just shouldn't be that high of a rate. Who shouldn't have that high of a rating. She's so good even when she's bad. Everything is working. Tamara really giving us the games this tournament. We're all getting emotions each game. Yeah, she is putting us through it. Can she activate that A rook anytime soon? Yeah, she can play king here and then the rook can come out. I guess there's actually not a rush anymore because well, maybe yeah. You also have an idea of playing a5 a4. Now I guess the question is should she trade? And I think she should. I think she should take here and trade everything. Play c5, the knight has to move out of the way, and then you trade rooks, and now you have a very straightforward endgame. You have to defend this pawn. Maybe you can play knight here, defend, attack here, bring the king up. This is a very straightforward win. Hello, Farnsley, how are you? Straightforward win, let's go, trade! Trade everything, please! Let's go! When you're up in material, you just want to trade and simplify. So, okay, he played rook d3. Doesn't really help him. And she should... Well, sorry, actually... Okay, rook e8. Rook e8. I don't know why she played rook e8. I guess she's attacking the knight, but you really do want to trade pieces. I guess this is also allowing for a trade because you can still take on d4. Earlier I was saying that after takes I suggested taking with this knight, but actually if you take with this knight then c5 is not possible anymore. But you're maintaining... What happens if you do play c5? Okay. Yeah, that's not so good. But... and king here comes into... Well, I guess you could move your knight. And then you can maybe move your knight there. But... okay. So she played rook e8. Still good. This is obviously still good. It just stresses me out when there are still so many pieces on the board. This feels still tricky. It is tricky. It is tricky. It is tricky, but I'm trying to manifest some straightforwardness. Okay, king f1. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. He's just defending his knight. I still want her to trade this bishop because I don't want him to have the opportunity to ruin the pawn structure and just create some extra weaknesses for no reason. Or maybe even holding on to the bishop will just keep some... You have to be careful about taking this pawn because maybe your bishop is going to be trapped around here. It's tricky to rock a rhyme. That's right on time. It's tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. The reason I was asking about activating the rook is because I was thinking white probably won't let her trade much and she's still playing with one hand behind her back. Yeah, you're right. I guess she can always play king. Well, yeah, king b7 looks a little bit uncomfortable because of knight c5, but maybe it's okay because you can bring your king to c6 and it's not as scary because now another, like a set of rook. Well, white has one less rook to deal with. Also knight... Maybe not knight d5 because it's gonna be undefended. I don't know. I think you should just trade this bishop. Just trade. Trade, trade, trade. Get rid of an extra piece. How do we get the rook in the game though? If we play king here, then this is not good. So, okay, so if we take here and then if this knight takes, then we can play knight here, threatening this. We actually have some, well, yeah, it's very unlikely that it would ever happen, but we do have some checkmating ideas. If the rook and the knight weren't there, we could play knight here, check and checkmate, but it is wishful thinking, but it's good to notice these patterns so that you can be aware of them if they you can create some, trickiness or whatever. What if the rook takes? Oh, good question. If the rook takes, yeah, here maybe it's best. Oh, maybe not. If the rook takes, probably rook d8, offering a trade, and the rook can't go anywhere else because we have back rank, and then we'll force another rook trade. So if the rook takes, that would be perfect. Good question, Grabberino. If only all of white's pieces weren't on the board, we could play this simple 1-2 tactic. Yeah. If white forgets how the pieces move, we checkmate so easy. I mean, he did miss a fork, so we can rely on his ability to miss things. Okay, so she's played rook e6. Yeah, I don't know about this. She's complicating herself because the thing is, I guess rook e6, she doesn't want to ruin. She's overthinking. Rook e6, she doesn't want to ruin her pawn structure and take with the rook, but if you're happy with the trade, then you should just trade, but I guess she doesn't want their knight on a better square. I guess that's probably what she's thinking. But the problem is that now this is a target. And white's pieces are nicely placed and active. Oh, knight c5 is very annoying. I hope he does not play that. Did Tam forget she has rook on a8? She's saving it for later. But definitely we want to be trading pieces. So now it's getting harder and harder to well, look, his time is running down, so it's okay. Wait, knight c5 and then rook c6. But you're suggesting knight c5 and then oh yeah, and then knight e4 also attacking? Well, I think that would be okay because you can just trade. But let's see, knight c5, rook c6. Maybe. Oh, he took the bishop. Maybe. Oh, you have to be careful of back rank as well. Okay, that's the biggest problem in this position. How do you stop that? Do you have to play king d8? Yeah, if you have to play king d8, that looks very uncomfortable. Anyway, he did take on f6. And then he played rook d4. Wait, did he play rook d4? That's kind of strange. Why did he play rook d4? Scared. Oh, he was scared about this. Okay, what should he have played instead? Okay, maybe he still should have played this and this. And gone for checkmate ideas. What did she play? Yes! Rook d6! Excellent move! Beautiful move! Okay, Tamara, you can come back now. Engine doesn't know why either. Tamara has broken. Yes! Brilliant! Trading! This is exactly what we wanted to do. Now we have a nice converted the c pawn into d pawn, more central. We can put pressure on the c file. Now it's straightforward and we can chillax. Why is he okay? I guess now he's suddenly playing faster. Beautiful. Now a good moment to give your opponent a resignation offer. you can tell her that when she comes in. Yeah, king d7. We have such easy play. He should have put way more pressure. But maybe I guess he just thought he has no chances, or yeah. But he definitely do not take his advice. I guess he's not giving advice, but the way he's playing is not how you should be playing. You definitely do not want to trade pieces when you're down in material. You want to make things as complicated as possible and look for ways to make it complicated for your opponent too. There aren't any problems here because after this we can just kick the knight. Our rook is gonna be active now. Pick one's gonna be happy to see that. He has two knights, it's definitely complicated. Well, you also have one. If you can trade one pair of knights, then it simplifies further, but you have a rook. This is fine. Maybe even rook e8. But the king will go to d2 next. You get your king and rook forked by a knight. Look! It happens to me too, but it's not gonna happen here. The only person getting forked is Percy. She's up, so almost 30 minutes. Yes, rook e8, beautiful. Just how you should be playing. She seems to be playing a lot faster now than a few moves ago. Is she trying to keep him from thinking on her clock or what? I think that's one thing. And also, it's just a much easier position. As long as there are no immediate threats, you're free to play anything. As long as it's... I guess it's just straightforward. Hello, Mano Aras. How are you? Welcome. Confidence in the endgame. Yes, confidence in the endgame, confidence in the position. But we don't want to be overconfident. So what should we do? Maybe knight here? Yeah, she did that. Knight c4, brilliant. Knight c4, the king has to go here. Because we're also threatening to take the pawn. Or king on c1, but that's even worse. So after king c3, what are we gonna do? Maybe d5? Good, I am good. I'm really happy that this is going well for Tamara. Ooh, maybe we have some more tactics here. What do we have? The eval. Okay, knight back. What would have been better? Maybe d5? Oh, rook c... Okay, rook c8, creating some threats here. Rook c8 would have been better. And I guess the king is kind of weak here. And after this... Okay, then d5 and the king is stuck on a bad square. Okay, sure, rook c8 is a little bit what's the word that I'm looking for? It's a very precise move. Anyway, this is knight e5 is also good. Threatening knight here. My daughter! Do I look like I could be a mom to someone that looks like they're in their 20s? I don't know if I'll take that as a compliment or an insult. But I'll take it as a compliment because it. But yeah, no, she's not my daughter. She's my friend. Okay. He'll probably play maybe h3 to stop the knight going there. Maybe c3. Oh, I've adopted her. Oh. Oh, you mean like adopted in chess? c3. Yeah, not sister. Hello, Lamprocles! Gang, how are you doing? Happy belated birthday! I hope you have a wonderful week this week. How come you are not playing Grenke? It was good, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. The annoying thing about this position is it's just gonna be a grind. But at least it's a grind in your favor. Okay, f6. I guess solidifying this knight. It's kind of unnecessary, but it's not bad. I don't play chess anymore. Perhaps some senior tournaments. Oh, really? It's a grind in her favor, especially with those clocks. Yeah, especially with the clocks. If we can chip away, get him to play 1.5 minutes every move, then what's the increment? You get 30 seconds after every move. So we just want him to think, or at least 1 minute. If he can think. It's annoying because you can build up that time very easily if you make a few moves, but that means they're less accurate, so you'll be able to chip away at your time. I'm so glad she has this winning position! I'm not stressed at all. I'm a little tiny bit. Well, I'm not stressed, but I just hope that he doesn't start playing like a wizard now. Just joking, I still play League. I didn't realize that it was only senior tournaments though. Knight c6, good suggestion, Sam Castles. Maybe you do want to actually trade this knight. Wait, knight c6 looks like a really, really, really nice move. Because if the knight moves, then you take this other knight. And if you get the opportunity to trade another piece, then that would be great. Knight c6 is an excellent move. Great suggestion. So he played yeah. Yay! She played it! Beautiful! Excellent! This game has almost given me a heart attack. Well done, Tamara! Let's go! Trade all those pieces! Simplify into a much easier endgame. This is how you do it. This is a perfect example of how to convert. We're getting a masterclass on how to convert a winning endgame. It's not that straightforward, it's true, because he has a piece and a pawn, so a knight and a pawn for a rook. But what you want to try to do is attack, go behind with your rook and try to attack the pawns where they can't be defended. And then once you can get one, you'll get another, and then you'll try to create a passed pawn while keeping the white's attempt at getting a passed pawn at bay, and then you can just go for your own thing. Deanna's too anxious to remember the word anxious. Anxious. Oh right, stressed, anxious, yeah. King d2 and not king d3. Let's see. Maybe because there's a check here. So if king d3, then there's knight b4 check and you lose this pawn. Very subtle. But I imagine that that's the problem. And king d2 allows for your knight on e2 to swap places with d4, I guess. So, I mean, either way, it's yeah, it's fine. Because you don't... Oh, he did play it. Okay, well done. He's also down to 14 minutes now. Beautiful. Trade, trade, trade. And now maybe we can play d5. D5 and king d6. We need to be careful to not lose any pawns, but we're actually okay. Our king is active, our rook is active, all of our pieces are doing well. So we need to get our king active, but this knight is not letting us. So maybe d5 king here. Or rook d5, also really good. Maybe even better. And we can go chase the pawns. Another plan could be to, if we could get our pawn to a4, and provoke, maybe we could sacrifice a pawn so that we can win it back and ruin the pawn structure as well. This is going well! Really well! Let's go! Everyone around her has finished, well, I guess except this game there, board 13, but... But it feels like the whole... It's... I don't know if it's a good feeling, but it's an interesting feeling when you're playing in a room with hundreds of people and then you see like all of them drop and then there's only a few people and it gets really peaceful. White's only counterplay the pawns on the queen side, I guess. Yes. Hannah's still in her game and it's a tight one. What's the rating of her opponent? Back again, how did White lose a rook? Well, let's replay the best moment of the game. Her opponent played bishop d4, falling for this wonderful fork. And then he lost the exchange. And then Tamara converted beautifully, trading everything, finding knight c6, trading another set of pieces. And perfect. h4, h5. We've actually fixed this weakness, so how can we attack it? This knight is really frustrating. But we can create a passed pawn here. If g5, if they take, we can create a passed pawn. So g5, I guess he'll play g3, but then maybe we can take it. But it's so annoying. This knight g5 played! Excellent! Let's go! Not wasting any time. What? Oh yeah. She's playing against a 1790. Okay, I trust that she will win that. She looks a bit happier now. Yeah, well, she's probably excited to go home and rest and have time to enjoy her win as well. It's probably an even greater feeling to win when you've not been feeling. He took the pawn. You should never, ever, 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 ever take that pawn. This is brilliant. Now you have a very straightforward route to pass pawn. You should defend it because that just takes away black's opportunity to create a pass pawn. With the rook, oh, maybe with the rook is better. Okay, actually, he can't defend this pawn. Beautiful, even better, even better. We'll win the pawn. Sorry, it's actually even better to take with the rook than with the pawn because I didn't realize this pawn cannot be protected. And now you win it for free. Or should you sidestep? Should you take the pawn or should you sidestep? Probably you should take it because the king is close. But it is tempting to push. Yes, good. Take that pawn. And now sorry, you still have a pass pawn, so it's good. Are you doing commentary for the afternoon game? I can't do the afternoon game. I won't be able to do it. But Grenke is double runs, yeah. Well, first, I don't know if she might even not play, but if she might, yeah, she might play because she played so well this game. I am. Hello, Owen. How are you? Well, now equal material, and she also has this pass pawn, so she can go back, put pressure there. Or sorry, actually, maybe she doesn't even need to move the rook. Maybe d5 to activate her king. d5 looks like the move that I would play. I am good. I'm back in Dublin. Oh, he resigned! No, he didn't. Oops, sorry. I thought they were signing score sheets. She's just fixing her. She's just fixing her. Yeah, never mind. Now I'd be thinking that the d5, king d6 might be the way to go. Yeah, I think that that's the way to go. You need to activate your king, and that's the most straightforward way to do it. Okay, this is fine. You can do anything. It doesn't really matter what you do. I just want her to activate the king. I might be able to commentate tomorrow morning if she doesn't have anyone. Let me just check who she has. Some people written down for the schedule. Round 6 tomorrow morning is round 6. I might be able to do round 6 tomorrow. Round 5 she has March down. Who is March? Oh shit, wait. I'm getting a call from my... 1 second. Okay. I think probably my housemate has set up a matcha business and he's selling at a market today. Tamara is winning. Tamara cooking so good it smells amazing around here. I hope it cheers her up too. I'm sure it will. Someone else might also need commentators. Well, I will be at work. Okay, I mean, White is trying some things. One sec, I just need to listen to this voice message. I just need to do something real quick. One sec. Okay, so actually he needs a matcha bowl and a whisk, but I don't have a whisk, but I just have a bowl. Okay, she did d5. Well done. Excellent. I think she ran off to suggest d5. I did. Oh, White is hoping to play a6 and knight b5. Okay, rook h1. She's going around. We have to be careful. King d6 does not work. Was b4 really necessary? Good. I think White just doesn't have. I have the hiccups. White just doesn't have enough time to think. I think. White is cousin to April. Wait, what's cousin to April? King d6, knight b5, king e5, knight takes a7. Oh, and then you can take the pawn on b4 because your rook was on h4. That looks dangerous. Dangerous for... I mean, you don't want to give away the a pawn. Oh, who's March? Oh, right. Okay, so we only have one move here, a6. The pawn is attacked, we have to defend. Happy Easter Lamprocles! Enjoy your meal and enjoy shopping. Thanks for coming in to say hi. See you later. Does rook e1 then rook e4 work? Rook e1 check and bringing it back to e4. Yeah, I guess so, but you're not gonna force. Well, maybe if we give a check, then the king is more encouraged to go this way, but if we really wanted to go to e4, then probably we should just play rook h4. Okay, knight went back. If only we could push that pawn. If only we still had our rook on h4. But now we can move our king. Or maybe here is better. Maybe king here is better. Okay, yeah, this is also good. The reason why I said that was because I didn't want it to come with check. b5 looks a little bit annoying. But we always have rook a1, so that's okay. And worst case, we'll have to give a rook for knight and pawn and win the king and pawn endgame. Streamer, do you ever... Why are you calling me streamer? My name is Diana. Tsutswang, or do I not need to ever use that word? I guess I don't really use it because I can't pronounce it very well, but... B pawn drops or knight? I don't use German terms. I'm not very confident with languages that I can't pronounce well. Okay, how are we saving this pawn? That's annoying. How are we saving this pawn? Okay, it looks like it's completely winning, but it's tough. Okay, we will play... What will we play? What did she play? Check? Oh, it's getting a bit... You know what we could do? No, never mind. I was going to suggest like a mating net, but it doesn't work because the king can always go to the side. What are we doing with this pawn? I don't know about rook h3. Now what? Okay, we can bring our king in. King here. We can bring our king here. This looks fine. Yeah, run the f pawn. That's true, run the f pawn. Yeah, maybe you're right. You should just run the f pawn. Oh, she did play. Okay, I prefer this. I do really like king d4. And then you can put the king a little bit further down. Because now you are also threatening rook h2, and then you can promote with checkmate. Okay, now she's gonna be the only one on this row. It does get really complicated. I think you want your king close to these pawns. Okay, rook here. Wishful is rook h2, king c3, rook h1. Yes. Well, we actually can... You know, we can try that. King went back there. Okay, now we can what? I think now we should play king c4. King c4, and if we can get our king to b5. Well, we don't really need our king on b5, to be honest. What does she play? Okay, she went king e3. Oh no, this is getting complicated! She's threatening checkmate. But he can play king c1. You want your king close to these pawns. This is getting so complicated now. No! We don't want our king further away from the pawns. Alex! Alex and Joel, thank you so much for the raid. We're tensely watching the endgame. It's scary. And Rach Angel, thank you so much. Shout out to everybody. Alex and Rachel won. Well done. We're going to get another win. So we'll have 3 wins. Let's go. Thank you so much. Well done to you guys too. Wonder what table-based odds are. Oh, this is... Alex had 2 brilliant wins in a row. That's excellent. Congratulations. Push F, okay. Oh, yeah, I mean... I think you should bring your king back. No, d4, no! No! Why? No! King, knight here. Knight here stops all that. You need to push the F pawn. No! Tamara! I think F5 is the move. F5 and you can get there first and you get there. Wait, sorry. Actually, before that, you just stopped the pawn from promoting. Yeah, you really need to push your passed pawn. Wait, this is getting very complicated now. Knight c5, excellent move. Yeah, now it's really complicated. Okay, we need to work to stop these pawns. To be honest, still we should probably go f5. f5, and when the pawn gets to a7, we play rook h8. Yeah, f5 was winning. Hello everyone. Hey, Mute has a flute. Hello, Hipside. Joe. Welcome, welcome. Diaz. Jin. Okay, she... No! This is losing! How is this losing? I guess both of them go together. Oh no! Oh no! No! Okay, wait. Oh, the knight will just stop. The knight... Frick. The knight is gonna stop. Actually, the biggest problem with d4 is also that it gives away... Sorry, ignore me for a sec. No, that's not... I was thinking something different. Um, the knight can always sacrifice for. The problem is the king is too far away. The knight can always sacrifice for this pawn, but the rook can't sacrifice for both. Yeah. We should have just kept our king there. No! Oh no. I'm really worried now. I'm worried. Can we save it? Okay, knight d3. No! Oh, the camera also is not happy. Okay, he pushed. Frick. Knight d3. No! He found it! What? No, this is crazy. This is not happening. This is not happening. That's crazy. Where did it go wrong? I mean, here she played King d4 was good, but not with the idea of checkmate, but with the idea of going to the pawns. Well, actually, really the problem was we shouldn't have lost the a pawn. So after a6, maybe king e5 here is kind of inaccurate because you want to, like, king c6 is a bit more safe. And here at least you can hold on to your pawn. So yeah, king e5, even though you need to be active in the endgame, the problem is that the a pawn doesn't have a defender. Or even, yeah, king c6 here. Yeah, the problem is also rook h1 as well. I guess everything was not coordinated. Damn, king d6 was good. It's just that after that you need to keep your king there. No, this is so frustrating. She did so well to get this position. Well, to get like the previous position. How lucky can you get? That's crazy. Need to appreciate him. He played brilliant endgame. I mean, he played obvious moves. Like the problem is that Tamara just went for something that didn't work, so he took advantage of it. Okay, it's true, like he found the moves, but they weren't hard. It's when the only way to win and at the same time not lose, it's just forced. Well, 93 is really straightforward because you just stop the pawn. Oh, to be active means to be where the action is. I've never thought about it like that. And that's on the queen side. That's a really good way to think about it. She can still trick her opponent to draw. How? Do we have anything? Maybe. Okay, we can. The problem is we don't have enough time to sacrifice. And our king is too far away. Well, let's say if we go king here, b3, sorry, b6, we don't have enough time. You would go for f2. I mean, yeah, you can try f2, but the knight will just take. And then these pawns, the rook can't stop both of them. No. Yeah, rook a b6 is too simple. Oh, that's such a waste! That is really unfortunate. F2 is the best line. Yeah, I mean, it's. You're gonna just. You can't stop both of them. Yeah, she has to try, I guess. Hmm. Well, it's still early days in the tournament. There are another 3 rounds. How many rounds to go? 1 today, 2 tomorrow, and 2 on Monday? Or is it 1 on Monday? 5 rounds to go! Okay, 5 rounds to go. Plenty of more opportunities. She's just gonna be heartbroken when. I mean, she's probably already heartbroken. It's so tough because, okay, if we lost straight out of the opening, it wouldn't be that bad because we were in a slightly worse position, and that's fine. But then after that, we managed to get a great position. And she played so well. She played all the right moves. It was just one. It was just a bad idea in the end game. But other than that, it was all the right moves. Damn, Grenke already feels long for me. I ain't even playing. It's the double round days. They're really tough. Easter tourney was called off. When was it supposed to start? I guess today or yesterday. It's so frustrating. If this pawn wasn't there, we could at least push our D pawn. Oh, why was it called off? Oh, not too many entrants. Okay. Everyone's playing Grenke, that's why. I'm guessing there's not a bluff she can make with rook c8 to try to push d4 past the pin. I mean, I guess you could try, but it's not. You won't get enough time because the. Wait, let's have a look at that. Rook c8. Oh, it's white to move though. There's not enough time. There's not enough time. But if you could waste one more move. But that would be, yeah, that would be a good idea. Game is changed in 15 minutes. How's that happening? I'm actually also shocked as well. You have to cheat an extra move. No, this is actually crazy. I'm so upset for her. My heart is broken for her. Rook 8 and play queen versus rook. You know, that might be okay if these pawns didn't exist. But if this pawn goes, then it's gonna be very tough. But if it was just rook versus queen, I think you're just gonna be able to win the pawn probably. And the king and rook are so far away that there's always problems with check and rook and stuff. But it's true. He might mess up. She is a fighter. Look, maybe we'll get a draw. Yeah, if the pawn exactly, if it wasn't for the pawns, she would have some chances. The problem is that her pieces. Well, now the rook is coming close to the king. And we will be able to defend the pawn with king e3. The problem is just that if they're able to win that pawn, so maybe he won't be able. It feels like she's good at coming up with the right move in the short term. Most of her losses seem to be because of not knowing some sort of long-term problem that might arise in the position. I actually think it's just she didn't use enough time. Because if she thought through it a bit more, then she would have realized not to put the king there. But she's just playing a little bit quickly, and I think that that's partly or mostly to do with her being in some pain. So it's hard to sit there um, and not move fast when you're uncomfortable. Yeah, queen f4 is a big problem. So maybe rook here to defend the pawn. Yeah, exactly. You don't know when you need to think earlier. That look, sorry, you don't know when you need to think longer. Okay, so she did defend the pawn. Good. This is the exact thing that that we do not want to see is having to play longer and trying to fight for something instead of a short death or long winning chances. Yeah, here's hoping he plays king b3. That would be wonderful. Let's do it. Let's manifest king b3. And not to mention another round later today, yeah. She's got a chance to hold out for a while. I mean, does that help though? She's prolonging her death. Yeah, she can. We need a never resign emote. We need a never resign emote, but it's. Yeah, I mean, sure, he can mess up. He can mess up. It's just gonna be very tough. Okay, so he's cutting off the king. Why is he suddenly playing really good moves? King b3, king b3. Oh. The worst thing is also that probably, like, you can also sacrifice your queen for this pawn and then end up winning the king and pawn endgame as well, which is even more annoying that the sacrifice is possible. If she can get down to rook versus queen, that's very hard to win. Yeah, if she can trade these pawns, then there's definitely chances for a draw. Okay. Wait. Is there's still wait. Maybe this works. C4 and the king and queen can hold this pawn and you're just going to get another one. Well, queen f5 you can still defend the pawn. Wait. It's not that straightforward. What is he going to play? Okay, queen d4. I mean, same thing. Yeah, maybe just c4 is. Wait, I actually believe in her position again. But how is he gonna sack? Oh, how's he gonna sack? Oh, wait. Oh, there, that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that way works. And now he doesn't even need to sacrifice because he'll just take on d3 with the pawn. Damn. Yeah, he found a nice series of moves. Oh, queen g4. Okay, queen g4 and win that way. Yeah, that would have worked as well. Damn. I think that's Alex watching her game. Alexandra. I feel so bad for her too. Tamara started this year as a 40-year-old and is now playing as a 29-year-old. Wait, what? In what? In what way? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. A few moves back, I thought that she could play king d2 from this position and make it tricky, but forgot that this would disconnect the rook from the pawn. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if you could still protect through the pawn, but damn. At least she's still trying, but I think she should go and rest. King b3 is also unusual. Why not king c3? You can't stop this pawn. What does that mean? Chess and cherries. I mean, you can also just play here, sack the queen, and then push the pawn as well. Yeah, that's what he's doing. She saw a check, she played check. Oh. Oh! Chess is tough. Yeah, hard luck. Hard luck, hard luck, hard luck. It's okay. That's tough. Okay, is it okay? Well, it's not okay, but we can pretend that it's okay. And there's another 5 rounds, so it's fine. We can raid. I don't think she'll want to come in, probably. Um, okay, we can raid. Um, I don't know if I can if I have control to raid, but we will. Yeah, there's still 5 rounds. So let's give her all the energy in the world, and well done for holding on. And it's all good. Plenty of more rounds to go. Let me. Oh, we almost got a win, I know. Thanks, Sam, for gifting a sub to Chess and Cherries. Thanks so much. Give her my best and let her know how much we were enjoying watching. Yes, I will pass that on to her. Okay. I'm not sure, does she usually come in afterwards? Or should we just raid? Okay, well, we can go over to Hannah. She's still fighting on in her game too. So, okay, everyone. I am going to raid. Tamara's gonna raid. And we will go over to Hannah. Thank you so much for coming in. We will. Let's go over to Hannah. See you all. Thanks so much for coming in, and hard luck. But there is still 5 more rounds. 5 more rounds, and she's gonna do excellently. And we're rooting for Tamara always. All right, lovely Tamara warriors, winter war soldiers, and darlings. I'll see you guys later. See you, see you, see you. Goodbye.